I have noticed coming back to me, which is so exciting because I totally forgot that this is like a natural part of myself that I've always had. Ever since I was little, I used to be very fascinated with compasses and that like compass star. Hold on, let me find the name. It's called a compass rose. So I used to be very fascinated with those when I was younger. I also used to be fascinated with feeling my own internal compass. Something with me, my whole life has been the internal compass and understanding the internal compass. And this is something naturally that I feel Sagittarian or strong Jupiter placement people have. They have a very strong natural internal compass. So something I've noticed with strong, if you have anything in the ninth house, if you have any strong Jupiter or Sagittarian energy, you probably have an amazing internal compass, meaning you know where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be there, when you're supposed to leave a place. You just have this innate instinct that really guides you well, otherwise known as your internal compass. So, when I was little, I would really be able to, I was so in tune with the compass and directions, and I loved to explore the nature so much with my brother. We loved to play like adventure and, just create these stories where we would be exploring through different timelines of history in the woods. We just create our own little fantasy world. And something I would always be able to do, I'd always be able to close my eyes and know where north, south, east, and west was. And this is something I actually did today, and not even meaning to. I just closed my eyes, and um, Spirit told me to face different directions and feel those internally. And I was like, whoa, I have not done this since I was a small child. This is something I've always been able to do. And I also have a Mars in the ninth house. So that's my masculine energy, my directive energy, and it's in Leo. So a very masculine Mars placement I have. And this solar energy right now is really bringing um, and I feel like because I have such a strong masculine Mars, I really can tune into the collective of what the men or what the masculine is going through because of my Mars. It's very masculine. Ninth house, which is Sagittarius's house, Jupiter's house, that journey, that experience, that knowledge by travel, that philosophical natured energy is Sagittarius or Jupiter. And then Leo is the father element, that strong, just cheerleading, not cheerleading, but just coach that is behind you every step of the way, not like watering you down, but really stoking your fire. So I feel like with the men right now, and maybe with everybody else, the internal compass is really getting dialed in. Everyone is getting out of the thick, dense fog that they've been in with the Jupiter and Gemini energy, which was crazy. It was man whore energy. Sorry, not sorry to say that. Take it how you want it. But now we're in Jupiter and Cancer, and I feel like, the emotional realm that was so ignored during that Jupiter and Gemini transit, it's really getting a highlight on now. And the men are really being called to um, tune in with their internal compasses. And they're actually being like navigated back to their internal compass and what is true. And what does that even mean to have an internal compass? Is it aligned? Like, is it calibrated? Do we need to rewire and realign our internal compasses?
This full moon on the 11th, we have so much astrological juice happening right now. Also, last night we had another coronal hole in the sun. I was like flipping and flailing like a little fish in the bed all night. But we just had Uranus move into Gemini, which it was in Taurus for 7 years. So that was a 7-year transit that we're moving out of. And Gemini and Taurus have very different energies. So we're going to be feeling that in a big way. We also just had Neptune go retrograde in Aries for the first time, so that's going to be a lot too. We want to get started moving things, but we're not just there yet. We're really having to purge and reset and take our time and take our go at a comfortable pace. Also, we had a full moon on the 11th, I believe. So full moon in Capricorn, which I believe is today, or it was the 10th. It's either the 10th or 11th. Sorry, guys. It's a lot of energy. that I'm tuning into, trying to pull this all in. And not only that, but this full moon being in Capricorn, meaning we're in Cancer season, we're on the moon's nodes, like its natural position of the moon, Cancer, you know, the Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, those are the moon's nodes if you look on the map. So yeah, this is going to be deeply felt with everybody physically, familially. This is very karmic as well. This is a very karmic point for our world, for every single person. And that, when I think of Capricorn as well, because it's a full moon in Capricorn, I really think of grounding down and getting recentered and restructuring our lives and coming back down to earth. That's really all that has been surrounding me. This full moon is like, wow, I see and I look around that so many people are disconnected from their bodies. So many people are disconnected from the earth, and everyone's trying to leave earth and leave their bodies with substances or this meditation or this alchemy. They're trying to leave earth, which is actually harming the planet, when actually we all have a service and a duty to do here to actually restore our planet. We don't want to leave this planet. We don't want to leave these bodies for just anything to take a hold of it. No, we want to take charge of our lives. We want to know what our internal compass says and where it's meant to be. We have all of these artificial systems, all of this inorganic food, this GMO food that is altering, this processed food, altering our natural systems, which is altering our natural internal compass. So if you feel like you've been off, you don't know where you're going, your internal compass is off, that God connection is off, it's time to get grounded in your body again. It's time to get sober. It is time to detox. For real. And I know right now we have a spectrum. We have people absolutely acting like complete crackheads because they're wanting to escape the karma that is here. And then we have people that have been doing the work, putting in the work, and are steadily climbing. And they know that this work is not easy, but they're not going to act like a hyena. I'm seeing so many crazy hyenas out just following the hyena crowd because they don't want to do their shadow work. They don't want to do the karmic work that they need to do to actually keep up leveling in their life. So the internal compass is everything. That's our God connection. To me, that's the true God connection, and it's always never going to lead us astray. It's never going to lead us down a bad path for us. Are you in tune with your internal compass? And if not, how do you get back there? You get sober, you get detoxed, you notice when you started stepping away from your internal compass, who you were listening to, who was influencing you. It's time to get back to the earth and unplug from everything that is inorganic and bringing you away from your truth, bringing you away from your true internal compass, because you can have people come in and manipulate your life, manipulate your internal compass, and screw it all up. That's what I've had happen many times throughout my life. It's called brainwash. So now I've had to unbrainwash myself and rewire myself back to organic, to who I truly am, to what my true eternal compass is telling me to do. Not any man, not anyone outside of myself, but truly knowing deep within what I am here to do, when I'm supposed to do it, where I'm supposed to go, and when I'm supposed to leave. We all have that God-given right on this earth, and it's called the God connection, the source connection, and being directly connected to it ourselves, not needing any sort of middleman to do that for us. Be easy with yourselves. Hydrate, coconut water, salt baths, get your butt in the ocean if you can, sweat out all this energy, sweat lodges, temazcals if you can, plant medicines if you can, get deep in the earth, garden if you can. If that's all you can do is barefoot walk on the earth, do it. It's time to get grounded and in our bodies, because that is what earth is about, being embodied in this body, not trying to leave earth, not trying to leave this body. You know, we only have a short time amount in this body, a short amount of time in this body. We might as well enjoy it and do the best with it that we can. Why would we want to be suffering in dis-ease or any type of suffering? No, that's not what we're here for. Back to the internal compass, back to the body, back to the true you.